We've come a long way, but before we go any further, here's a little get to know me moment. From the little details about me to the random things I love, let's get into it. Hey guys, my name is Debbie and welcome back to Debbie's Hive. So today finally we're going to be doing a get to know me video. Now I can't believe I used to say I wasn't going to film a get to know me until I get to 1,000 subscribers. That just felt like a reasonable amount. Like in my head it's like, okay, when I get 1,000 subscribers I have enough people who want to know me. But these days I've just been thinking of it and I was like, what the hell, I have 163 subscribers. Like 163 people saw me on YouTube and said, I want to see this girl again. You deserve to know me. So when I have 1,000 subscribers, I'll make another get to know me video for them. But I also really wanted to do this with you guys. I created a website link. No, I didn't create. I went online and I saw this link where people could ask anonymous messages, because I wanted it to be like anonymous, where you can ask me anything. But the site I used, in fact, that site had lots of red flags. I should have known and not proceeded with it. The site I used, there was no even like sign up information. They didn't ask me to sign up or anything. They just gave me the link and I posted it on my social media, sent it to friends, and people actually sent me questions. 30 minutes in, I've gotten maybe like 5 questions from people. So I was really excited, but I slept and woke up and I couldn't find any of the messages. I think I mistakenly closed the browser tab, and because of that I couldn't have access to the messages people had dropped, since you know there was no sign up thing going on, and that's how I lost those messages. But I still did not want to give up on making this video, and I didn't want to have to like bug anybody, like after they've sent me questions then I'll not send you a message again and say, oh, I didn't see the message, please resend. I just did not want to have to do that. So I came up with questions on my own, basically questions that I think people would be interested in, you know, knowing about me. For my makeup today, I'm going to be trying underpainting for the very first time. I've been seeing lots of the makeup girlies do underpainting and I want to know what it's about, and I actually think it's something I'm going to like, because like I told you guys in my last makeup tutorial, I found out doing contour and blush before concealer actually looks better. So now I think doing contour, blush, concealer before foundation might actually eat, but let's find that out together. So this is not really like a makeup tutorial, because I'm also trying to understand what we're doing today. But if you want like an in-depth makeup tutorial, I do have one uploaded in my channel. I think I uploaded that last week, but by the time you'll be seeing this video it could be maybe like 2 weeks ago, I don't know. So if you want like a proper makeup tutorial, please check that out. And yeah, so like I said, we're filming a get to know me. I do have a phone here just so I can read the questions. These are questions I just think people would be interested in getting to know about me, and I didn't want them to be like the typical boring questions. Of course we'll do some basic, like I'll give you like some basic information about me, but there are also some other kind of questions that, you know, I think you should know, I guess. So my name is Deborah Edonkumo Akboyerimiri. I'm from Delta State. I'm Ijo. Now my surname Edonkumo means it no go pain you again, like it doesn't hurt anymore, no more pain. That's what it means. And Deborah means bee. In fact, there are different variations of my name. Whichever one you call me, I'll answer you. Some people call me Deborah. Those are like my family. I think my family members, they just like to call me Deborah. And then I have friends who call me Debbie. Like if you ask me my name, I would always tell you my name is Debbie. And there are people who call me Deborah. There are people who call me Debs. People who call me Debs, they're usually like the sweetest people. Like I don't know why, I don't know how to explain it, but I also have friends who call me B. Yomu calls me B. And then and also Deborah means bee. It means bee. It means honeybee. So it's why my YouTube channel is Debbie's Hive, because we're keeping to like the bee aesthetics. I remember one time in secondary school, I decided to change my name. So we had seen this Egyptian movie, Cleopatra, and I can't even remember the storyline. I don't know what it was about that movie, but I just liked the name Cleopatra and I decided I wanted to call myself Cleopatra. So in all of my notebooks, I started writing Cleopatra, Cleopatra, Cleopatra. And then my mom found that and she beat the living daylight out of me. That was how I abandoned the name Cleopatra. And I think later on I came to find out, or she found out, I don't know if she was the one that told me or I found out on my own, but I got to find out Cleopatra meant snakes. Like, I think it had something to do with snakes. And I was like, no, 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 I cover myself with the blood of Jesus. I am not Cleopatra. My name is Deborah. Although I did grow up in Ugeli, like all my life, I lived in Ugeli, primary school, secondary school, until university. Of course, I studied physiology in Madonna University. Although when I got into Madonna in 100 level, I did get admission to study medicine. But in 200 level, I moved over to physiology. And thinking about it, I feel like that is the best thing that could have ever happened to me, because I can't imagine being in Madonna for proper 9 or 8 years studying medicine. Those who know, they know, like it's really not easy. And I applaud all of my classmates that continued on that journey. It can never be me. You guys, I'm so pissed. I said I wanted to underpaint and I forgot. And oh my god, like I am so pissed. I can't believe I just did this. I really wanted to underpaint, but I completely forgot. Like, I just zoned out. You know what you're doing? Oh my god, this is so annoying. I feel like I want to hold you accountable and say, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? But you're not here, so there's no way you could have told me. But I'm really upset, guys. Like, I'm really upset. So now we have to change like the whole direction of this video. I'm a student. I'm currently doing my master's in physiology. Like I told you guys, I did my BSc in physiology and it just made sense for me to get my master's in physiology. Although I did think of getting a master's in public health, but on second thought, I was like, let me just do the physiology. Let me continue on the path I'm on already. So I'm currently doing my master's. And what do I do for a living? I would love to say I'm in between jobs. I do have a job, but at the same time, I'm looking for a job. I have lots of siblings. Like, any number you have in your head, multiply it by 2 and multiply that number by 2. So I'm from a polygamous family. My dad was married to 3 wives. So I do have lots and lots of siblings. Well, actually, I think we're about 20 or at 19 in number. I don't even know. I think I lost count at a point. I have 3 siblings for my mom. I have 2 older brothers and I have a sister. I'm big on family. I will do anything for my siblings and I love them to death. Growing up, we always had pets at different stages in our life. My dad was really big on animals. Like, he loves animals. So we used to rear alligators. We used to rear tortoise. We used to rear fish. We used to rear, of course, we had dogs. I think we also had, at some point, of course, there would always be like chicken. Currently, we don't have any alligator or tortoise. I don't know if they went into extinction. And I've actually eaten them. Like, I've eaten alligator, I've eaten tortoise. When I say it to some of my friends, like, they are usually surprised and like, could you do that? Could you do that? I can't say I remember what they taste like, or I can actually like describe the taste. The last time I had it was a long time ago. We always used to have dogs as well. Currently, we do have a dog. Her name is Molly, but I don't have much of a special relationship with her. Because as at when we got her, I was like fully settled in Bielsa, so I would only come home on weekends. And she's quite big, like she's a big dog. I don't know if I have a picture of her on my phone. If I do, I would attach it somewhere. So we have a dog, Molly, but currently in Lagos, I don't have a pet of my own. Of course, there's Red. Red is a Red is a little crazy dog that comes over to visit from time to time. Red can be so annoying, but she's also like the sweetest dog ever. I remember one day I was drinking tea in the balcony and the hot tea splashed on me. If you see the way Red ran to me, I was like, oh, so you love me. I do love pets. I love the idea of getting pets. For the longest, I thought I wanted a cat. But these days, I've been watching like lots of videos and I'm seeing cats are not as cute and as friendly as they look. They can be quite temperamental and fiery, so I can't even lie, I'm scared of getting one. But I'm definitely going to get a pet, either a cat or a dog, or maybe both. But I think my partner doesn't like I'm just doing my makeup wrong today. I was also supposed, this is crazy, I was even supposed to do my contour before blush, and I don't know what's happening. Like, why am I so distracted? I don't know what's happening. I don't want this video to stress me, but it's looking like it's going to stress me, because why am I doing my makeup in the wrong order? Like, what is happening? I don't even feel distracted. Like, I'm here. I think I'm just really like into the conversation, so I'm not paying much attention to what I'm doing. But this is crazy. I think my partner doesn't like cats, so maybe we'll get just a dog instead. I don't know, but I really want a cat. I think, you know, because of my eyes. I love the personality of cats. You know, I love that they are quiet. I love that they are clean. I love that they know how to care for themselves. So yeah, I think I'm still going to go ahead with getting a cat. I wrote a book at the age of 8 or 9. I think I was in primary 4 at that time. And my dad was so proud of me. He insisted we're going to get that book published, and we did like a mini launch party for the book. And you know, all of his friends, they came over and they gave me lots of money. I think I even got dollars on that day. But guess what, my dad borrowed the money. He was like, oh, let's use the money to pay my school fees. We finished the whole publishing process by the time I was done in secondary school, and then we did the launch party when I was in uni. I think second semester 100 level. So my dad was like, okay, he wants to borrow the money, let's use the money to pay my school fees. He's going to pay me back. Guess what? He never paid me back. Although I did get some. I was able to buy clothes. I was able to get some like new clothes to take to school. But yeah, I'm a young author, okay? Put some respect on my name. And I definitely still want to write. Like, I have plans of writing. For now, when it comes to my writing career, I do know for a fact that I want to write books for children, because I know what books did for me growing up, and I just want to have the opportunity to do the same thing for another child. Growing up, reading books were kind of like my escape from everything and anything that was going on. So I want to provide the same feeling. I want to provide the same feeling to my nephews, my niece, and all of them. I also want to write a self-help book based on, you know, my content on social media. The things I talk about are really important things, and I feel like compiling that into a book is going to be nice. So yeah, writing is definitely in my plans for the future. I think people always misunderstand my kindness or take my kindness for granted. I can be very kind, like I would go the extra mile for you, but in as much as I would do that, I also would not hesitate to drop you like a bad habit. So I think people always misunderstand my kindness. First of all, we have people who think I'm being kind to them because I have like an ulterior motive. I don't know if kindness is so rare that, you know, when you show kindness to someone, they always feel like, oh, you have one form of hidden agenda, or you're pretending, or that's not who you are. I think I just used too much blush, but let's try and make that work. There have also been situations whereby people try to take advantage of me because they think, oh, Debbie is kind, Debbie is going to, if I ask Debbie for this, she'll give it to me. If I do this, she'll do that. I feel like that has happened to me so many times, and now it's like I would not hesitate to switch up on you if I feel like you're beginning to take advantage of my kindness. I would say I'm both emotionally driven and logical. When something happens to me, in the heat of the moment, I can be emotional about it. Like I can cry, I can react out of my emotions, but I say it all the time, I talk to myself a lot. So after whatever has happened, by the time I get back home, I will definitely sit down and like have a honest conversation with myself, you know, try to really understand the role I had to play in whatever happened. So I would say I'm both. And you know, at the end of the day, I always act based off of logic. Like no matter how much my emotions were affected, I would still go with logic. But now I think I've done that so much that I'm beginning to not take my emotions seriously. Like there's always, my brain just now has a way to override my emotions. So now I'm trying to bring myself back. I'm trying to remind myself that no, my emotions matter, even though, you know, sometimes we have to do the right thing, you have to do that, but how I feel is also valid and it's also important. A red flag I'm currently working on. I don't know if you think it's a red flag, but for me, it definitely feels like a red flag. I think I'm too forgiving. Like, I'm too forgiving, and this also leads me to what I was trying to explain about me being more logical than emotional. I most times when I have issues with people, I'm always trying to put myself in their shoes. I'm always trying to understand. I'm always trying to make excuses for them. And because of that, I find myself forgiving things that I shouldn't be forgiving. I don't know. Although as a Christian, there's nothing you should be forgiving, because God forgives us. Like, if you really say, okay, let's sit down and think of how much we offend God and how forgiving he is, no matter what we do, no matter how many times we repeat the same thing. One belief I no longer agree with is definitely karma. I used to believe in karma. I've come to see that people will do you dirty and still go ahead to live their best life, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, life is not Nollywood where the man that broke your heart is going to marry a witch. Like, it usually doesn't go like that. Like, people will do the worst things to you and life would still work out for them. And I don't know why. Sometimes I feel like maybe it's the forgiving power of God. Maybe the same way we beg God for forgiveness, God forgave them for what they did to you. I don't know what it is. Taking naps has to be like one mistake I keep making. Now, I struggle with insomnia. I don't have the best relationship with sleep. Okay, so I know I should not be taking naps. Like, if I want to have a good night's rest, I know I should not be taking naps. But guess what? I would still take naps. This afternoon, I slept for 4 hours. And it's just like, I love to sleep. I don't know how to explain it, but I love sleeping. I feel like sleep is rest. Like, sleep gives you an opportunity to recharge and come back stronger. So I love to sleep. But for some reason, I just struggle with sleep. I don't know how to. I'm not like those people that, once they close their eyes, 0.5 seconds, they're out like me. But the thing is, on some days, you're like really tired when you've not had a good night's sleep for 4 days. By the 5th day, you are tired, you want to sleep, and you don't get to control when that sleep is going to come. You could decide to come in the afternoon, you can decide to come at night. Whenever it comes, you just go with the flow. But because I struggle with insomnia, I shouldn't sleep like that, because if I take a nap this afternoon, it's going to affect my sleep for this night, and if I don't sleep this night, it's going to affect my sleep the next night, and if I don't sleep the next night, it's going to affect. I'll probably wake up at the crack of dawn. These days, I'm coming to find out I'm really a morning person. Like, I love waking up early. So I'll be up by, let's say, 5 a.m. I'll be in my balcony sipping tea. I also like drinking tea. I feel like drinking tea is now like rich woman activity, and even though I'm not rich yet, I'm doing it already in preparation for when I get there. Put a call across to my girls. I'll be like, girls, pack your bags, we're going to the city of love. Okay, if money did not matter, I don't know, I guess my days would just be filled with like enjoyment activities. I'll be shaking my ass on a yacht, flying around the world, going shopping. I always used to say I preferred shopping online to shopping in physical stores, but I just think it's because I've not gone on like a luxury shopping experience. Like, when you walk into a store and they give you champagne, of course you'd love the experience. So yeah, I'll be doing rich girl activities, going shopping, going for brunch, just having fun with my girls. I feel like once I have money, my friends are going to enjoy me. Like, my friends, my loved ones. That's why now that I'm broke, the people that are not treating me well, I'm taking note of all of you, because I know I'm going to have money. It's not a matter of if, like, I know I am going to have money. Like, I'm definitely going to make it. So it's only people that are riding for me now that I'm poor that are going to enjoy me. So if you know what is good for you, better send me money. I'm definitely the therapist in the group chat. Although, come to think of it, I don't belong to any group chat. Like, I don't have group of friends that know each other and then we're in a group chat. Okay, I'm in one group chat, and the title of that group chat is Whenever I Miss You Guys, but we only speak once in a while. My friends on that group chat are Tolu and Tokoni, so randomly I'll just be like, don't they miss so now, and then we get on a group call, but it's not like an active group chat. I would love to be in part of a friend group where it's like we have group chats, plan hangouts, and yeah, that would be cool, that would be nice. So yeah, but I feel like if I was in a group chat, I would definitely be the therapist, because that's who I am to most of my friends. Like, and even from the kind of videos I make, you should be able to tell that's what I do. And I do have friends who call me therapist, but there was a point in my life where I became overwhelmed by the therapist, by all the therapist work I was doing, and I just could not take it anymore. I felt like I was taking care of the emotional needs of so many people that I literally started to burn out, and I just had to take a break from that. So currently I still do that for my friends, but it's not as intense as before. Today doesn't feel like a good makeup day, but you know, I've also had days where I felt like my makeup is not eating at all, and then by the time I'm done, it completely eats. But I don't know, I just feel like things are not going so well, starting from me even forgetting that I was supposed to underpaint. I had two ideas for this video: either I do my makeup type or I underpaint. How I ended up falling back to my old makeup routine, like, I don't even understand. My current obsession has to be the cast of Love Island season 6, and today I just found that Kenny and Jana broke up, and I honestly don't know how I feel about that. When it comes to their relationship, I didn't feel there was anything wrong with their relationship, but you know how social media can be. Now that they've broken up, everybody's like, oh, I saw it coming, I knew he never liked her, he cheated on her, he did this. It's like I said, I would love to be a part of a friendship group, and I think one of the things that really stood out to me for that season was the friendships. I'm not a Love Island fan. This is like the first time I'm actually like watching a series. I think I even prefer Too Hot to Handle. If you've seen Too Hot to Handle, drop a comment so I know we're on the same page. I think Too Hot to Handle has like more twists compared to Love Island. Love Island, they just do lots of nasty stuff. Like, I completely, like, I don't understand. I feel bad for her. I was really rooting for them, and I just feel like nobody saw it coming. Everybody's acting like, oh, they knew he didn't like her, they knew he didn't like her. Nobody saw it coming. Like, I also don't understand why every other person is unfollowing Kenny. So I think whatever he did was really huge, because now it's not just the girls that are unfollowing him, even the guys on the show, his friends, they are all unfollowing him. And I also feel bad for him, because I don't know what he's going through right now, even though he probably deserves it, for like, because it's like, for everybody to unfollow you, you must have done something, and what you did is nothing small. I heard even Ariana also unfollowed him as well. I don't know how true that is. So yeah, my current obsession is the cast, but it's not like I'm following them up and down. Like, I just really love their season, and I think I completed it 2 days ago or so. So I'm still like very much into the whole experience, into their life, and yeah. I'm also currently obsessed with red sherry. I don't know how to explain it, but like the red sherry emoji. So if I see a cloth, if I see a bag, if I see any fashion accessory, in fact anything at all with red sherry, I want it. So that's my second current obsession. I decided to have a YouTube channel because I realized I have lots of things in my heart and in my mind and in my soul that I want to talk about, and I guess I just wanted like a channel or an opportunity to do so. I guess my YouTube channel is also like therapy for me. It gives me an opportunity to talk about whatever I feel like, and it definitely has to be hanging out with my nephews and my niece. I told you guys I'm really family oriented, but the kind of joy hanging out with those tiny humans bring me, like, words cannot describe. There's just something about children, like their innocence, their love. I completely love hanging out with them, and I miss them so much. I think one of the hardest parts about being far away from my family is not getting to hang out with my nephews and my niece as much as I want to. And one of my greatest fears is one of these days I would become, you know how growing up when your mom would say, oh, come and greet this auntie, and you'll be running away. I feel like we would soon get to that stage where they would want to run away from me because they don't know me anymore, or they would forget me. And I feel so bad that I'm missing out on so many important moments and so many milestones in their life. My baby boy Patrick graduated kindergarten recently, and I wasn't there. It's just little moments like that that is like, oh my god, I miss you guys so much. But yeah, being away from them has been really difficult. They make me so happy. I definitely try to hide my emotional side, although I don't think I do a good job of hiding that. I hate being emotional. I hate crying. I feel things deeply. I feel things a lot. So I'm definitely always trying to hide my emotional side. If I'm alone, I think it's okay to break down and cry, but when I'm in public, when I'm with people, I hate being emotional. The thing is, for you to be an emotional person, it means you don't have control over your emotions. So yeah, I just hate it when people see me cry. I don't want people to pity me. I don't want people to know I'm going through stuff. But you're human, and sometimes you just find yourself in those kind of situations, and it's like, no matter how hard you try, no matter how much you say, oh, I don't want to cry, I want to be strong, I want to be strong. In fact, the more you say you want to be strong, the more you say you don't want to cry, before you know it, the tears will start falling. So I've learned to accept it. And the one thing, or should I say the only thing, I'm definitely pretending to have figured out is YouTube. But I don't even think I'm pretending to have YouTube figured out. I come here all the time and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I would say I'm definitely showing up like I know what I'm doing. I don't like this lip combo. What do you guys think? Let's top it up a bit with this Aromora lip gloss. So yeah, I think we've come to the end of this video, although I don't know if I'll be doing my makeup with you guys. You distracted me today. Everything I said I was supposed to do, I did not do it. You really distracted me. So I don't know when next we'll be doing this, but I definitely had fun talking to you, and I hope I answered some of your questions. I do have plans of filming another get to know me video, and hopefully I'll be able to get questions from you guys. But if there's anything you've been wanting to ask me, if there's anything you want to know about me, as long as it's not something really personal, you know, the questions you're not supposed to ask people, don't ask me those ones. But yeah, if there's anything you want to know about me, feel free to drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that button, turn on your post notification. I recently found that I have people subscribe to my channel who do not have their post notification button turned on because they don't know how to turn it on. Thanks for watching. I hope you had fun, and I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope you got to know something about me you didn't know before, and yeah, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.